Let me record it. Okay, we're recording. Okay, so Kenzie is up north and has complete zero signal up there. So I am covering tonight's team call. So I just came up with a random topic that I thought I could talk about and that was important for us all. And yeah, so tonight we're going to be talking about getting loyal customers and retaining loyal customers, which means keeping them after the 3-month commitment, right? Because that is where the residual income comes in, is having, doing the work that one time to get the customer and then keep getting paid and paid and paid and paid. And obviously we're getting new customers every single month too. So we're getting, paid those on top of our old customers. And that is where the amazing residual income comes in from this business. That is why I could take, a month off of work and go to some other country and not touch my phone and still get a nice paycheck because of all these customers that still have their auto shipments going, and not only mine, but my team. So that's why, eventually getting a nice team too helps, because they're also getting customers that you're getting paid on too. So, just going to kind of briefly touch on getting loyal customers, because some of you guys are on that are already like rocking and rolling with, getting loyal customers, like tons of loyal customers a month. Some of you are new and you need tips on getting loyal customers too. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, but I really want to focus on retaining customers. So, okay, so getting loyal customers. To get loyal customers, you got to ask. Always, what do they say? Make an ask out of yourself. You're not going to get loyal customers just by posting. Posting is advertising and messaging is sales, if that makes sense. You might get some customers by doing some posts, but most people aren't going to just like comment on your post and like order right away, when you message them. So definitely make an ask out of yourself. So when you're first getting started, talk to your warm market, your, friends and family, the people who would buy dirt from you if you're selling it, the people who want to support you. Simply call them up, or, send them a message if you're used to messaging them, or text them, asking them, hey, I just started a new business, selling health and wellness products. The company's been around since 2001, and they're extremely successful with amazing naturally based products. Would you be willing to help me out by being a 90-day product tester for me on any of our products, and I'll give you my discount. And then obviously, figure out their goals and stuff and what would work for them, but keep it, simple like that. Asking your warm market. But you don't have to ask your warm market if you are scared to. I know plenty of people who have been successful who didn't even talk to their warm market. They just talked to new people. And myself, I guess my mom and my sister ordered, but none of my other family was interested. And I knew that my mom and my sister were interested before I even joined, and that's why I joined, because I was like, oh, maybe I can at least get my mom and my sister to order. So that's starting with your warm market, just asking them to help you out, and you'll give them your discount for doing it for 90 days. Another way is, so there's kind of 3 different ways that we can build the business. You can do blitzing, parties, and social media. So blitzing is just talking to people that are out and about, like when you're going to the grocery store and you're checking out and you're talking to your cashier and she's like, do you have any coupons? You can say no, but I have one for you. And you can pull out one of those blitz cards that you got with your kit and, kind of let them look at it and see what it is. And then they'll ask you, what is this? And then you can, talk about it to them. So that is just another way to expand your network. If you're not huge on social media, that's totally possible to do. Or while you're out, like at family get-togethers or at like school functions and stuff, wearing an It Works t-shirt is huge. Getting a lanyard with like your Blitz card on it that says "Ask Me." I've got a lot of people like starting that conversation with me because I'm really scared to start that conversation. I still have a shy side to me. So having something or wearing something that might start the conversation is awesome. So that's kind of like what blitzing is. Parties are amazing. been really huge on social media lately, so you probably don't hear too much about parties, but back before host to post was a thing, like parties was my, a lot of how I was getting my customers and my distributors too. I mean, obviously I was posting on social media, I was, messaging people, but host to post wasn't a thing back then, so you weren't getting all these referrals via social media, but you were getting referrals via doing parties, which are so much fun. I didn't want to do a party when I first started. I told Kenzie, I was like, I am never doing a party, so don't expect me to do that. And then I ended up giving it a try, and after a couple times, it was easier, and I just loved it because I love talking about products I love. I love offering the opportunity to people, so it got to become fun, and I wasn't nervous anymore talking in front of people. So that is definitely something that I want to try to get back into as well. It's just, I mean, if you are rocking out on social media, that's awesome. But if you can incorporate parties into it too, it'll make the business just more fun too, besides just being on your phone, behind your screen, getting out with people and letting them try it. Because you can get, 3 customers and a distributor, the person who hosted it, if they get 3 people ordering, you can be like, do you want to join? Because you can make money from all these people. You can earn the shopping spree. So definitely parties are a great way to get customers and distributors within like an hour or two versus, following up a million times with people on Facebook. So parties is another way. And really all you do is just have a couple things to sample, like, make some coffee, make some, collagen if you have it, definitely greens, and just have little sample cups and have people sample it while you're talking about the products. You can follow the try it presentation that's under documents. It's just like a slideshow, and they even have a notes that you can print out to like read along with it. So it's super simple, or you can kind of just talk about the products and do your own thing if you want to. So that is definitely something too. If you're new and your sponsor is nearby, we can throw like a launch party for you, or a sip and sample session, we like to call it, just for your, your friends and family to try the products. And it's a great way to get your first customers as well. And then the third way is social media. So that's what most people get their customers with, at least on our team. And so with social media, you can do it the wrong way and you can do it the right way. So the wrong way is going to be posting all about it works, or posting none about it works. Posting more spammy stuff like that you might find on Google or Pinterest, like the little green, black, and bling pictures that say, join my team for $99 or something like that. Or personal posts, and that's like incorporating you using the products, taking a picture of you using the products, because people want to see you using it, right? They want to see your testimony, your results. So more personal posts about you with the products. And even those simple posts that tend to get a lot of hits, like, I'm looking for 4 hair models, or who wants to grow their hair, I'm looking for 4 hair models, or that coffee host to post that we use, you can use it on your own wall. Simple little things like that, even without pictures, and that just create curiosity, get people to comment, and the more that people comment, the more Facebook will show it to more people. So that's a great way also to get some customers here and there, but you still want to be showing you as much as you can, because people are going to buy from people that they feel like they know, like, and trust. So the more that you can show you in your life, the more that they feel that they know, like, and trust you, even though they've never really met you. It's kind of called attraction marketing. So the more you can show yourself, and that helps more people come to you versus you having to like message so many people. Like once you start using attraction marketing and really showing you in your life and how much you love, the products and the business and stuff, then you'll have more people coming to you. And tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, they are having a Zoom with all Ambassador Diamonds. I believe every single one of them is an Ambassador Diamond, making over $30,000 a month. And their whole Zoom is going to be about attraction marketing. So that is going to be a great thing for you to get on. And if you have a team, try to get them on, because once you know how to post and, show you and your love for the products in the business, it will bring so many more people to you. Okay. And then another way to get loyal customers on social media is host a post. So that's asking other people to post for you, and that's just basically getting referrals of people who aren't even on your Facebook or your network when you first start. So if you want to learn how to do host to post, search #training in Dreamcatchers group. There's a training. I did a Zoom with a new distributor, Autumn, who's on here right now. And I literally just walked her step through step by host to post. We were doing it. It was like a working Zoom. So if you watch that, you can learn, why it's important, how you can really grow your network with it, how you can get your customers with it, even like your first 4 customers within just a couple days. And there'll be pauses because I'm like, okay, now let's send this message to this many people, and we both did it. So that is a great way, because Autumn joined on the 3rd of June last month. We went through and did this host to post training Zoom, and she has signed 22 loyal customers since June 3rd. Yeah. And 5 distributors, and she is only in how much in volume? 1,541 in volume, not even 2 months in. And she's about to hit Ruby this month. Like, she's only 400 and some away, and she is going to make it happen. And it is all from host to post, you guys. All of her loyal customers have came from host to post. She started out with 200 friends on her Facebook, and she now has like over 1,500 or some friends on her Facebook from, doing another daily thing we do, which is adding to our network, adding to our Facebook or Instagram, whatever you're using. So props to Autumn. That goes to show you that you do not have to have a huge network. When you first start, you do not have to bug your friends and family, because all these people were all strangers to her. They're all referrals from host to post, and that it does work if you put the work in. But the one thing though that I think also 2 things that also stand her out too, and why she's doing so good, is because she is being very personal. She's being consistent with her posts. She's being very personal, showing her using the products. She's doing videos in her stories of making her coffee, of taking her energy, of drinking her hydrate. So that's huge. So even though these customers weren't on her Facebook before, now with doing host to post and stuff, you're adding these potential customers, and they're starting to see you more. So I think that she's doing really good, because she's doing the 5 things we do daily consistently every single day, and she's doing the posting well, and she's also following up. I think that's huge, why she's getting a ton of customers too. So most people aren't going to order the very first time you talk to them. It usually takes, they say, like an average of 7 to 21 times or something like that, a follow up for people to actually order from you. I mean, with host to post, you can get some sales like right then. It has happened, but most of the time you have to do multiple follow ups. So I think that's another huge thing that has helped her is because she's been super consistent with following up with people within 24 hours, and then follow up on Fridays when most people get paid, and then just keep following up on Fridays. So that is huge too. Follow up is key. Follow up and consistency both are super duper key with your business. Okay, so that's about customers. Sorry, I just saw anything in the chat, so I'm going to see what it says. Can you send me examples of wordings and things you use, and any tips you guys have for better success? Definitely go and watch the host to post video that I did with her. She's using the same exact scripts that are in there. I put it right in the comments, the same exact scripts that I've been using, that Jennifer's been using, who's killing it with host to post too. So all of those scripts are in there, and I even have in there follow-up scripts. Like, she's literally just doing everything that I taught her, and it's all available in that video in Dreamcatcher. So search #training, and it'll say like new distributor host to post video or Zoom or something like that. So definitely check that out and look in the comments too. Okay, so if you guys don't have any other questions, I'm going to talk about retaining loyal customers, because that is huge. Okay, so the work does not stop when you get that customer. Like, you're not talking to them for so long, following up for so long, you get that customer, like, yeah, and then you just stop talking to them. That is not good, because that is not going to help retain your customers and keep them in the long run ordering past that 3-month commitment they have to do. So you are their customer service person. Think of you being like, instead of them calling customer service, like, you are their customer service person. You are going to help them with getting their best results. that is why, like, they should be ordering from us versus going to, like, you know, Walmart or whatever and getting a hair vitamin or something, because, or weight loss products, because they don't have like a customer service person. But with this, they do have somebody that can help them out with their goals and figure out what products are best for them. So we want to make sure that we are keeping a relationship with our customers and consistently following up with them, you know, asking how they're liking their products, you know, offering different products to them based on their answers. So some things that I've done to be able to keep track is, after they place their order, I send a little script, and it's in the dream catchers as well, about, you know, thank you so much for your order, and then I tell them, once the 3 months is up or whatever, you can go in and you can cancel your auto shipment, or you can keep it going and you'll earn huge shopping sprees. And then I give them their login information at the end. I say, let me know when you get your package so I can help you get the best results. I want them to let me know when they get their package, because most people don't, especially if you don't say that. I want to help them, like for the coffee, for example. We get a lot of coffee customers because we do Keto Coffee Host Posts, right? So with the coffee, you know, if you don't mix it up right, you might get clumps. Or if they're not liking the taste of it, you know, we can tell them, like, hey, you can add stevia, you can add sugar-free creamer. A lot of people don't think that they can add anything to it. Or maybe if they didn't get the chocolate greens, that's a great way to bring in the chocolate greens and talk about that to make it taste like a mocha or a hot chocolate. So you really want to make sure, because if you're not talking to them, then, you know, in a month later when their next shipment comes, they're like, well, I haven't even used it because I don't like the taste of it, or I'm getting these clumps, you know. So you want to make sure that you're keeping in contact with them. So one thing that I'm going to start doing now, like this month, or it's crazy month end, but maybe in August, is I'm going to start sending out catalogs to my customers. I'll probably send it out to my customers that I've gotten in the past 3 months, but also my new customers, because like a lot of our people were getting on Keto Coffee from Host to Post, and they don't really know all the other products we have. So if you send them a catalog, and you can get these extremely cheap online. It's got all of our products in it, you guys. It doesn't have the celery, but you can print off the product information sheet or flyer or whatever it is in documents, and you can just insert it in here so that they know about that product. And if we get more and you still have the old catalogs, just print off the little product info about it and slip it in there. But then they're going to be excited, because not only are we going to send them this to where they're going to be like, oh, I need that product. Oh, I should try that. They're going to be more likely to like keep doing the 3 months. I think anyways, I haven't done this yet. But because they can change, you know, their products, they're going to know that they can change their products, and they might try something else that they fall in love with. And if they fall in love with it, they're going to keep wanting to order it after 3 months. And that's where that residual income comes in, and them getting real results, and us being able to share their results to help us get even more customers. So this is definitely something I am committing to doing, is sending a catalog. And then I'm also going to send a thank you card, because I ordered from, I think it was like Monet or whatever hair stuff, a while back, and they sent me a little thank you card, like a written note, like, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that is so amazing and so personal and just amazing. So it makes them feel great. I mean, who gets like personal letters in the mail anymore, right? It's just like credit card offers and, you know, all this crazy stuff that goes right in the trash. But a little personal thank you note, you can get these super cheap at the stores, and then just write in there, you know, how you're thankful that they ordered for you. It helps to support your family. And that's where too you can like talk to them about the product credit that we get, or the perk points, because that's not usually something that we talk to them about, like give them in detail when we're trying to get them as customer, because then it's like a lot of information, and then people like kind of shy away when it's a lot of information. So, you know, that's where you can put in there, like, you've kind of already told them that they can cancel after the 3 months, but if you want, you can say it again in here, and you can say, you know, if you love what you're using, you know, at 6 months, or no, tell them you get, so a lot of you guys that are watching this, whether you're new or or whether you're on now or watching the replay, you might be new. So one thing that loyal customers get, another perk that they get besides getting 40% off for life, is they can get 10% back from each purchase as perk points, which is equal to a product credit. So for example, if they were to buy wraps for $59 at the discount, they would get 5.9 perk points, which is equal to $5.90. And after those, so those are going to accumulate for every purchase that they make. And then after the 3 months, they can go ahead and they can use that product credit. They do have to finish 3 months, but they can use that product credit on a separate order, not on an auto shipment order, but on a separate order. They can order, place a separate order, get that discount off of it. But if they decide to keep going after the 3 months, when they hit 6 consecutive months, they're going to get an extra 50 perk points added onto their account. So a $50 shopping spree basically added onto whatever else they accumulated. If they keep going for 12 consecutive months, and again, this has to be consecutive. They can't skip a month. They can't have a month be declined. It has to be consecutive. And you can see in your back office too, where it says like volumes or something like that, it'll say like consecutive months, auto shipment months or something, and it'll say how many, like what they're on. And you can also kind of see if you look at their orders. But that is incredible. And it keeps going after that. So another 6 months, another 50, another 12 months, another 150. My grandma was getting hair, skin, and nails for like a couple years, and she has like over $700 in free product right now, just getting hair, skin, and nails every single month. So that is huge. And, being able to tell them that extra little perk that they get, getting those extra 50 and 150 shopping sprees, that might make them want to keep ordering after the 3 months, especially when you give them this catalog and they have so much to choose from and they already get the discounted price for life. So if you guys have any questions or anything about any of that, just drop it below. So my plan is to get this out. I'm going to try to do it within the next couple days after they become a customer. But if that's getting too hard for me, then I might just make it like one day of the week, like Wednesdays or something is the day that I like sit down and send out catalogs and my thank you notes. And then another thing that I do to kind of help me keep track of following up with them is I'll write them down in my planner. So if you guys don't have a planner yet, y'all should get one because it's amazing to help keep track of everything. So this is where I'll, it's like a monthly planner. It has like the days and everything. I have the It Works one. They don't have it on the website right now because it's like freaking June or July. But I write down on here the people that I talked to that day. And also I'm always asking for a follow-up date for them. If they can't order, they're like, oh, I can't afford it right now. Then I'm like, okay, no problem. When do you get paid? And I'll reserve your spot on my calendar. It works so much. So then that's when you're going to put their name down on that day, and then make sure that you're following up with them on that day. So make sure you're looking at your planner every single day. Because if you wait a couple days, their check might be gone. And a lot of people, you'll follow up with them and they'll still be like, oh, I don't have the money this time. And I'm like, okay, no problem. When do you get paid next? And I'll reserve your spot on my calendar. I learned that from Jade Hooper like so long ago. She's my favorite. But as far as after you get them as a customer, what I like to do is I like to write down their name 2 weeks in. There's like a 2-2-2 rule they said before, like follow up 2 days, like, message them, check to see if their stuff shipped, and just message them like, oh my gosh, I just saw that your stuff shipped. I'm so excited. Please let me know when you get it. Just kind of reminding them. That is great. I haven't really done that, but I think I'm going to do that along with trying to get that catalog and thank you note within 2 days. And then 2 weeks. So I like 2 weeks because in 2 weeks they should probably have their stuff. And ever since I've been adding that, let me know when you get your package. More people have been telling me, but still a lot of people haven't been telling me when they get it. So that's a great way to follow up. Hey, did you get your package? Did you get started on the products? Because a lot of times people just let it sit there. And if you let them let it sit there, then, their auto shipment's going to come the next month and they're going to have like 2 bottles and they haven't even started it. So they're going to be way more likely to cancel after the 3 months because they're going to be like, I don't want to order more. I still have to use all of this. So that's another reason why it's so important to follow up with them and make sure that they are actually using the products and getting the results so that they want to keep doing it. And, if they find that they're not liking the coffee at all, then you can like maybe suggest the salted caramel flavor, or you could suggest mixing the greens in with it, or you could suggest Thermofite X that's even cheaper and a 30-day supply and gets great results, and it doesn't have a flavor. So that's where you can really be that customer service person helping them. So so I do that. I'll put them down for 2 weeks later, and I'll highlight them, and I'll put number 1 because that's like their first auto shipment. So I'll put their name down, number 1, and I'll highlight them so that way they're kind of different from my other people I'm listing that I've been talking to that day. So so just like this, I don't know if you guys can see, but like see how they're highlighted. Now they say number 3. So what I'll do is, so I'll put them down for 2 weeks and I'll put number 1, and then about 5 days before their auto shipment's going to run, because I know the date that their auto shipment runs. So I'll go to the next month and I'll write their name down again about 5 days before their auto shipment runs, because a lot of people forget that they can change their auto shipment and they forget that it's running. I know when I was a loyal customer, I forgot to change it so many times. I was like, so I like to write their name down 5 days prior, highlight it, I'll put number 2. And then I'll go to the next month, write their name down 5 days prior for their auto shipment, number 3. I'll go to the next month and I'll do number 4, because they're only doing 3 months, but at number 4, I want to see, like, did they cancel their auto shipment? Maybe if they canceled their auto shipment, like, I definitely need to, see why they canceled their auto shipment. But also I want to make sure that they know that they have these perk points, because these perk points, if you cancel your auto shipment, the perk points that you've earned after the 3 months, they will expire 30 days from the day that your last auto shipment successfully ran. So I want to make sure that they know that they have, like, whatever, $15, it could be like $50. It just depends on how much they're ordering every month, that they have that. And I don't want them to, let that expire, because, I would love, love for them to get more of the product that they're using, or try something else. Because if they try something else, like our skincare, or our hair, skin, and nails, or, just like the energy or something for your health, they might fall in love with it, and then they're going to keep ordering after those 3 months. And you can also tell them, like, hey, if you keep going after these 3 months and you order for 6 consecutive months, you can remind them about that. You're going to get a $50 shopping spree. Do you want to try something else? It's where you can really talk to them about that. So I do put number 4, so that way I can check their account, see if they canceled or not. Just remind them that they can change what they want, especially if they got that Mocha Dream deal that first time. That Mocha Dream deal does not stay on their auto shipment. It's a one-time thing. So if you sign somebody up with coffee and a Mocha Dream deal for whatever, the deal that they have, then the next month it's only going to have that 1 bag of coffee on it, not the full supply, the full 30-day supply of the greens and the coffee. And they might not know that. They might think it's all coming to them and they're still getting the same deal. So it's really, really important also for our volume too, because when we do the Mocha Dream deal, that gives us an extra 33 in volume. But the next month it goes back down to 30, because it's just 1 bag of coffee. And if you can talk them, like, if they're loving the coffee and the greens mixed together, you can ask them, did you want that? And it won't be the special deal, but we can still get you that for these prices. And then that volume goes from 30 to 90. So it's so important to keep in contact with your customers, because after the 3 months, you're going to have people that cancel. And then your volume's going to go down a little bit, but just still remember that that's residual income that you did not have to do the work for basically that month. Obviously we're still working, we're still, following up with them and stuff, and that's still work, but that's why those things are important, because that's where the residual income comes in, you guys. That's where the money, the consistency of the income comes in for sure. Let me see what else I have here. If you guys have any questions, drop them now. Also offering the opportunity to them after their 3 months are done. If they're loving the products, and you would know because you've been talking to them, if they're loving the products, offer them the opportunity. Say, girl, would you like to get started, or boy, sorry, I have mad on here. Would you like to get started using the products and, sharing them with me, and, making some extra income from your phone? I've been able to do this, give them a little bit of your own testimony, whether it's big or small, and, offer that, because loyal customers tend to become great distributors. Not just because I was one, but I've noticed, because they already know how to use the products. They've already used some products. They already have a passion for the products. And so they tend to be a lot more just easier and not afraid to talk to people about them, I guess. And then another thing that I just thought of actually the other day is another way for you to remember to like really interact with your customers is change it like we suggest to change, like when you go to find like a top leader and you click follow and you click see first, so you see their post first, or you can click friends list and click close friends, and it has a little star, and you'll get notifications every time that person posts. You can do either of those things, and then you're going to start seeing their stuff more. Or, you know, when they post, you can click it and just start, you know, interacting on their stuff, because then they're going to start seeing your stuff more. They're going to start seeing you post about different products. They're going to start asking you, oh, what's that product? You know, I might be interested in Thermobite X, even though all you talked about was a keto coffee because the host post. So really interacting with them on Facebook that way too. And then they're going to start seeing you in the business. They're already using these products. They're going to see you making money in the business. And, you know, they're even more likely to become a distributor. And I just thought about this the other day. So I usually don't interact. I don't have a system of interacting with them on Facebook. I only have like their name in my planner. So I think that is a great way, either, you know, making it so you get their notifications when they post, or putting them as see first, or you can even, you know, just make a day of one day a week where you go through and you interact with all your customers on their Facebook or something like that. So I think that would be definitely really beneficial. It's not something I've done, but I think it would help. I think that's pretty much it. So I know the corporate call is coming on. I don't know if it's on yet, but I don't see any other questions. So thank you guys for hopping on. This is recorded, so I will post it in the team chat. I will put it on YouTube. You can view all of our team Zooms right on my YouTube channel. I have a whole like team Zoom separate folder for that. So thanks again for hopping on. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit, you know, some tips and tricks or whatnot. So next we'll be hopping on the family call. That's on Mark Pentecost's Facebook page. It's our last call of July, so it should be fun and exciting. So thanks again, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, they're live right now, Crystal.